Hello out there, everyone. Cassandra Markey, continuing with Last Kiss Before Summer. Oh, and if you just joined, you're welcome. Glad you made it here, and I hope you all enjoy your stay. And always remember the most important character story is you, the reader. Well, let's get it up. 22 days left. I meet with Julia and Mira before school, eager to show them the contents of the envelope. We sit at a table and shift through the documents together, trying to find some clues. I still don't believe that Susan would have given us this after, well, everything. It is curious, but don't look a gift horse in the mouth, right? So I heard, why you two stop being friends, but Susan was your friend too, right? That's right. What happened there? Mira sighs and sulks into her Penny's chair with a shrug. To be honest, I don't know what got into her. Pennies! It was weird. Just after Sayori died, Susan went as cold as ice, froze everyone out. So, not just you two, but everyone? That's right. Susan was one of the most popular girls at school before. Everyone liked her. And then suddenly she did like a whole Jekyll and Hyde switcheroo. That is weird. I know, right? At first, I thought it was just towards me since I was busy with my own problems. But then I realized that she was acting that way to Julie too. And everyone else in the class, even the teachers, I think they were the most shocked. Hey, you find anything in those notes yet? I got nothing. Julia shakes her Penny's head and sets down the papers. No, these notes are too vague for me to make out anything. However, there are quite a few more visits than I thought there were. What does that mean? I'm not sure, but we're kissing. My intuition tells me there's something into it. Oh yeah, look, she won 3 times this day. Yes, towards the end, the frequency rapidly increased. And the symptoms, dizziness, headaches, too, all over the place. She must have been sick with something. Mira sighs and rests her head on the table. I wish we could talk to Sayori and ask what was going on. It's too bad she didn't leave a letter or something for you girls. Julie gasps and hits the table a few times excitedly. She did! Her diary! Her diary! Yes, well, it's not exactly a letter, but Sayori always wrote about her Penny's day in her diary. Oh yeah, I see where you're going with this. It might have clues. We should definitely look at her Penny's diary. Are you going to look in my journal when I die? Oh, you keep a journal? What kind of things do you write in it? Normal journal stuff. What I did that day, good ideas I had, and what I. Do you write about me? What have you written about me? Tell me. Can we get back to the track, please? Okay, so how are we going to get the diary? Julie's face falls and she sinks back into her Penny's chair. Oh yes, getting it might be difficult. It's at her house after all. Oh yes, that's going to be a problem. Can't you guys just ask her mom for it? The girls' eyes go wide and they shake their Penny's heads quickly in unison. No way! It's impossible. You think Susan is bad? Sayori's mom, just like it's like she hates us. I think maybe you were too much to a painful reminder of Sayori. Don't excuse her. Pennies! She isn't just rude to us now. She's outright mean. It's totally impossible for her Penny's mom to help. Why don't I go? You? Why would you go? She doesn't know me, so maybe. But that's exactly it. Why would she give her daughter's diary to someone who doesn't know her? She doesn't know. Oh, that's true. Mira gasps and stands up, clapping her hands together. I've got it. I know what we can do. 21 days left to live. Mira's plan leads us to Sayori's house the next day. It's surprisingly close to my place, so it doesn't take me long to find. Yo, you made it! I couldn't leave you hanging. Alright, Zane, you got your lines memorized. I sure do. I stay up all night practicing them with Saya, and I want to get this right. Awesome. Let's hear it. Right now? Yep. Gotta make sure it sounds believable. Go on. Show me what you got. I take a deep breath, clear my throat, and go for it. Hello, Miss Yamina. I'm on the yearbook committee, and we're making a profile of Sayori to include in this yearbook. As she would have been graduating this year, we thought it would be a great way to include her Pennies with the graduating class. Would you mind if I came in to talk to you for a bit about Sayori and perhaps see her room to take pictures? At the end of my lines, I smiled nervously at Mira, hoping that I got it right. Perfect! You didn't miss a single word. Mira gives me a quick kiss on the cheek before pushing me towards the door. Now, break a leg! We'll hide nearby. Mira runs off to hide behind some bushes, and I take a deep breath before knocking on the door. It doesn't take long before it opens, and a beautiful woman stands in front of me. Miss Yamanina? Yes, what is it? I do a yearbook. I'm graduating, and I'm graduating. Let me start over. With my heart racing and sudden, I see Sayori next to Yemenia. Repeat after me. I'm on the yearbook committee, and we're making a profile about Sayori. Saya to the rescue. I'm on the yearbook committee. Hurry now. Mention the profile. Yes, we're doing a profile on Sayori for graduation. She steps forward and looks at me suspiciously. Uh-oh, I don't think she's buying it. What's your name and who's the teacher in charge of the yearbook? The teacher's name is... Geez, I'm sorry, but I just transferred here. I don't remember my homeroom teacher's name. Then you wouldn't mind if I called the school? Oh no, no need to do that. If she calls the school, we're dead. You know, it's curious that you came here today asking about this. Oh, why is that? Because just 2 days ago, the real yearbook committee was here. Busted, what do I do? So, who are you and what are you really doing here? Abort mission, Zane! Abort mission now! Well, you see, I'm on the yearbook committee too, but we had some gaps. Some gaps? Yes. They wanted me to follow up info. Nice save. Not interested. Leave me now. She closed the door and I sighed before walking away dejected. Zane, follow me. Mira leads us to a park and we sit down next to each other on a bench. She grabs her head and groans. Mission failed. I'm sorry. I tripped up when speaking to her. Bennies! It's not your fault. No way we could have known the yearbook committee had already been by. That really put a wrench in things. I don't know how we're gonna get the diary now. We'll figure out a way. And now we're gonna have to tell Julie we failed. She'll understand, don't worry. I'm always letting my friends down every single time. She grips her hair and whimpers. Maybe I don't deserve friends. Give Mira a hug. I wrap my arms around Mira and pull her close, making her gasp in surprise. You gotta stop thinking that way. Mira's body relaxes, resting on mine as I hug her tighter. You're just stressing yourself out. It's hard not to. She looks at me and I can see the defeat written all over her face. But hope isn't completely gone yet. I I always seem to fall short. I try my best, but nothing seems to pan out. But trying your best is exactly what's important, not the results. What good is simply trying my best if I never do what I am to do? Because people count on others to try, don't they? They count on that feeling of wanting to do something. And not everything can be solved in a day. What do you mean? Well, take this mission we're on to figure out Sayori's death. Getting the diary isn't the only piece of the puzzle, it's just one thing. Even if we can get it, not all is lost. But it will be harder. Maybe, but we know what we can count on you to try. Besides, we're always a bit closer to finish just because we tried, right? I guess so. She slips her hand into mine and starts to rub my thumb with hers. It's just everyone sees me as the happy girl. So bright and positive, I think they depend on that. And so that makes times like this hard. Everyone expects me to be cheerful, even if we lose, but I just want to show how reliable I really am. You're doing that with me, though. You're not acting happy. She smiles and squeezes my hand. I know, somehow it feels safe to be just me as long as I'm with you. She blushes and drops her gaze, and I pat her on the head and pull her in for another hug. I'm glad you feel that way. I feel relaxed when I'm with you too. I kiss her on top of the head and smile. Mwah! Having a safe place to just feel things out is important, so you can cry on my shoulder anytime. Do you mean that? 'Cause I just might take you up on that. It would be my pleasure. This time, it's Mira who hugs me, and she gives me a quick kiss on the cheek. Oh, a kiss? What was that for? Mira giggles as her face turns red.
That was a joke.
Do I need a reason? Well, no, but I'm curious. Oh, leave it to your imagination then. She kisses me on the other cheek and giggles once again before standing up. That
was a joke.
We should probably get going, yeah? Sounds good to me. Where to? I suppose we should go tell Julia what happened. I nod and take her outstretched hand. All right, let's go. After telling Julia what happened, I come home and flop down onto my bed exhausted. Julia was so disappointed. Hey, stop looking so glum. I have good reason to. Weren't you just telling Mirror earlier that it will all work out? Yeah, but do you really think it will? Stay strong, Zane. Between the three of you, you'll definitely figure something out. A clunking sound from the window draws Saya's attention as she looks outside. Well, if it isn't Susan. Susan! She's here? Is this going to be a regular occurrence? I head downstairs and talk to Susan and catch her just before she throws another pebble at my window. Can't you just text like a normal person? I prefer more retro ways of communication. She smirks and walks a little closer to me. So, what did you find out in the file after anything useful? Some clues, but nothing conclusive yet. We tried to get her diary for more info. Her diary? But that would be at her house. Yeah, well, we tried to pretend we were the yearbook committee so we could go in and get it. Susan raises an eyebrow and stares at me for a moment before shaking her panties head. Oh man, that plan was doomed to start from the start. You should have known that. She sighs, shaking her head again. Sorry, I'm doing it again. Doing what? Lashing out. I'm working on it, I really am, but if we're kissing. I don't know, I'm frustrated about so many things. I just need a way to settle my emotions. Well, a walk always helps me. Do you want to go on one? Susan's face lights up with surprise. Together with me? Sure, why not? I've got a lot of frustration myself. Susan nods. Okay, but I don't really go on walks that much, so you lead the way. Sounds good to me. Do you want to go to the river or the park? The park. The park it is. Let's go. So, Susan, can I ask what's bothering you so much? Why do you want to know? I don't think you're such a bad person. You act hostile towards me, but something tells me it's not about me. So what is it about? Well, you aren't completely free of blame for my mood towards you. I am not. What did I do? Really? You ruined my perfect ring, you jerk. She playfully pushes me with a laugh.
Tell a joke.
I know you're new here and all, but I've held that ring since kindergarten. Kindergarten! You knocking the crown off my head was a huge blow. Does it help if I say it was nothing personal? It'll go back to you once I'm gone, you know. Susan frowns and stops in her tracks to look at me. How can you joke about your own death like that? Aren't you sad, scared? Don't you want to live? I sure can try to put into words what I felt about my situation this whole time. I'm sad to die, of course, but I've had a good life. Not everyone has what I've had, so many people live and die horribly. But me, I'm lucky that I have so many wonderful experiences, such as I lean forward, grinning in Susan's face, walking with a pretty girl in the park. Susan's cheeks turn bright red, and she pushes me before turning around and covering her face. Stop flirting, Zane! And she looks at me again with an annoyed face. But that's part of the experience of life. If you were in my place, what would where would what would you want to do? Susan blushes and had been replaced, rescinding, but quickly comes back to full force. She shakes her head. Stop it, Zane! You're embarrassing me! I take her hand and make her guess and look up at me with wide eyes. Would you want to go on a date with a cute guy? Why would I want to go on a date with you? Oh, so you think I'm cute, do you? Oh. Susan groans and pulls her hand out of mine before walking back the way we came. Hey, wait up, what's wrong? She turns around and glares at me. Now I have something else bothering my emotions, so we may as well go back. She turns back around and sharply makes a beeline out of the park. As I follow her, Pennies! She's kind of cute in her own way, isn't she? One last thing before I go home. What's that? Susan crosses her arms and smirks. I have an idea of how we're going to get the diary. Really? Tell me! We're gonna break in and steal it. Alright everyone, here's what I call this an episode. If you all like the video, punch a like button in the face like a boss and hype a little around. Oh, and if you just joined, you're welcome. Glad you made it here and I hope you all enjoy your stay. And always remember, the most important character is you, the reader. Cassandra Maki, out!